Hello friends, Teo here, and we're going to play some more Harvest Moon Lost Valley. I almost said Magical Melody. I haven't played that in a long time. That was the first thing I ever streamed, was Harvest Moon Magical Melody. I mean, I had played it plenty before I ever streamed it. My very first live stream on Twitch was Harvest Moon Magical Melody. Anyway, let's go to the game. We're gonna play some Lost Valley, and so last time I kind of started rambling at the end of my video and said I would talk about it this time, and so what I want to talk about this time is what you guys want to talk about, and that is, I don't know what that is. And I was gonna say on my old channel, when I used to maintain the Metapod channel, yes, I made it before midnight. I started doing Harvest Moon, Another Wonderful Life, I think. And I was talking about a topic every episode. It's Doc! I love him because mustache. And he's funny. And, oh, wow. No cutscene in the morning. Wow, and no cutscene when I left the house. But, what happened was I was talking about a topic each episode, and those episodes are long because that game is so slow, and I just ran out of stuff to talk about. So it would be cool if you guys let me know what you want me to talk about. You know, I think I'm going to keep discussing like what happens in my therapy, and you know, when I was not expecting to pick something there, but eventually I can talk about that like once a week. But I'm recording lots of videos every day, so you know, I talked about that once today, and I'm on my 4th or 5th video for the night, so I can't, you know, I only go to therapy once a week. You know, and if I make some kind of major you know, reach some kind of milestone, or start some kind of new thing in my self-improvement journey that I've been talking about, I can talk about that in a video. But there's going to be lots of videos, and I'm going to need lots of topics to talk about. So what do you want to hear about? That's what I want to know. Do you want me to do more crazy socio-political discussions like I did with the Benson Boone and the Pedro Pascal thing? I feel like most people want to avoid those topics. I just had two that I really wanted to kind of get off my chest. And I will maybe have that kind of topic in the future. But part of cutting out the toxicity in my life is avoiding that kind of like drama. Like, I do think that kind of stuff is important to think about and talk about at times, but you don't need to like obsess about it. So, but if you guys want to hear that kind of stuff, I can talk about it. Because a big reason that we did basil last time, so let's do soybeans this time. A big reason that I wanted to get back into YouTube again was to find a way to socialize more, and you know, it's very asynchronous, low levels of socialization on YouTube, but I do want to read comments, and I do want to talk back to you guys and feel like I'm interacting with a community, and you know, so I do want to know what you guys want to talk about, so you'll be more likely to comment about it and talk about it with me. I do also want to talk about the game. There's just so little to talk about in this game. But feel free to talk about the game anytime. I am always happy to talk about this game or other games. And so while we're on the topic about what you guys want to see, I was considering making this channel Teo Farms. I did decide to end up calling it Teo Farms, and then I was considering making this channel exclusively about farming games, maybe stretching it a little to cozy games that have some small elements of farming in them. But I especially wanted to cover particularly Story of Seasons and Harvest Moon games, because it has been a favorite of mine since the 90s. I have very, very fond memories of Harvest Moon on Super Nintendo, the Game Boy and Game Boy Color games, and Harvest Moon 64 were like defining parts of my my early teenage years. And I have loved the series ever since. So Story of Seasons to Harvest Moon, definitely want to do those. Maybe some, games that are like those. But do you guys want to see just that, or would you like to see some other kinds of games? I think, other kinds of cozy games that might have elements similar to farming, or some tiny bit of like animal husbandry, or like some tiny bit of like plant cultivation in them, like Animal Crossing or Hello Kitty Island Adventure or something like that. Like those could be things that I could play. I think both of those games in particular are things I would rather stream rather than record. But I might even stream on this YouTube channel. I don't know. I might go back to my old Twitch channel. I might start a new Kick channel. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do about that yet. This looks like a good thing to tear down here. So I always come up here when I need the soil, and then we should go try to talk to the sprites. And maybe even like Sally or someone will be up here. There's no sprites. It's a weekend. I don't know if the sprites just don't come out on the weekend or what, but okay, I can't go down there. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do about this area. Yeah, this is a weird area. There's just that little bit of like water down in there. Now, so what would you be most likely to interact with is my question. I think that eventually, if I do get into streaming again, that's where most of the actual like interaction and like social, satisfying social needs will come from. But for now, I'm just doing YouTube, and would really like to know how I can talk with you guys more, and what kinds of content would you most want to like actually engage with and not just watch. If you are the kind of person who likes to just watch and have videos on in the background and you don't want to comment, you don't care about that kind of stuff, that's fine. Then just don't comment. Like, I want this to be that kind of entertainment for people too. But for the people who do like to comment on stuff, what engages you the most? Because I like to comment. Like, I'm the kind of person who likes to comment on videos and stuff. Like, I don't like to just, when there is like social functions of something, I tend to use them. So I don't like to just ignore those functions and just consume. I do like to, comment and have discussions and stuff, and that's part of why I do Reddit, even though I want to, get away from more of Reddit. But it's because I like that interaction aspect. So yeah, game suggestions are great. I was thinking, I do want to do Grand Bazaar when it comes out. I generally, playing the newest game gets more interaction than playing some old game that no one's thinking about. So I do want to do the Grand Bazaar remake when it comes out, which is soon. It's in a few weeks, and I was thinking about doing Doraemon Story of Seasons. I really have been interested in that for a long time. I own the game. I think I have it on Steam and Switch, actually. I played it once. I was studying. I think I wanted to study Japanese, like brush up on my Japanese. So I played it in Japanese, and the tutorial was like an hour long, and I just was like, I don't want to do this anymore, and I quit. But part of that is because I was having to interpret Japanese, and because I was, I every now and then I'm like, I'm gonna get back into Japanese, and then like I'll do it for like a week or something, and then like quit again. So I haven't like regularly used Japanese in like 20 some years or something now. I don't even know. So I do have to look stuff up and use dictionary, and that interpreting a language that is not your native language, and having to like take breaks to like and understand it even more, that's a lot more like cumbersome than like just playing the game in your native language. So I feel like I would probably be more likely to not quit the game. I would be less likely to just give up on the game if I was playing in English at the end of an hour-long tutorial, because it actually probably took me more like 2 hours to do the tutorial in Japanese, because I was like stopping and looking up words in the dictionary and stuff, and it was a lot. And so that seems like one I would want to do. But at the same time, like certain like older games are just like more people want to talk about those. Like on my Metapod channel, I played Choroku HG2, a game on PS2 called Road Trip in English, and like people really liked that series. I think part of that is because it's hard to find people making content on those games. But it does have this kind of like almost cult following, but no content creators. So when you find someone who is doing it, then you want to interact with it, because you want to talk about this thing that you don't really get a lot of chances to talk about, because it's just, so Shepherd's Crossing was like that too on Metapod. That's definitely something I could play on this channel, Shepherd's Crossing. I'd love to do Shepherd's Crossing and Shepherd's Crossing 2. But I'm not really in the mood for those ones right now. But I definitely will do this in the future if I stick with this channel. And then should I branch out into just cozy games in general? There's that like Tamagotchi game that came out on Switch recently. I forget what it's called. Tamagotchi. I don't know. Tamagotchi game, and I played it a little bit. It's basically just like little mini games that are impossible to lose. So it's like it wasn't really that fun to play it on my own, but it could be more fun to make videos of it and stuff. And it's very cute, and it could be a good streaming game too. I could see that. Let's go see what it's called, because I'm surprised I've played this many softwares since. Oh no, it's right there, Tamagotchi Plaza. I do have the Switch 2 edition too. So, would you be opposed to seeing that on this channel? Stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I don't think I'll play Mario Kart World on here, but I could see playing like cozy games in general that don't necessarily have to be farming focused. Maybe even do fishing games. Fishing Star World Tour. I played that game. There's the like really hard fish later in the game are just, they're way too hard. But so knowing what kind of stuff you guys would like to see in the future, not only is it just just pleasant to know, and helps me decide what I'm going to do for future content, but it's motivating to help me keep going, because it means people do want to interact, and that's why I'm doing this, is for to be a part of the Harvest Moon community. And in my own way. And I'm not big on the forum at Ushinotane. Just the atmosphere there is very strange, and I kind of got a funny taste for that place in the past. I used to be active there before I was a YouTuber. Not that I'm really a YouTuber, but before YouTube was really even a thing, I used to be active on that forum, and just didn't get the right vibe there. Maybe it's different now, but I feel like now that the series is more popular and there's gonna be more people there, the kinds of like chances of running into certain types of attitudes amongst fans would be even higher. So I don't think I really want to go get into the forum scene again. I do like GameFAQs forums. I do hang out there. Those are fun. And Reddit seems okay. You do have a lot of like Natsume haters, but they're kind of everywhere. So, but they're not really too like abrasive or anything on Reddit. So, those are places I can kind of go to be part of the community. But I like also doing this kind of creating Let's Plays. This has been something that I've always been interested in since I very first saw YouTube. Before Let's Plays were even a thing, I was uploading videos. I didn't have like a webcam or anything, but I was just uploading just casual gameplay videos, not like tutorials or anything, not walkthroughs, just me playing the games with no commentary. And so that was pretty much my version of doing a Let's Play back in the day. And then Let's Play started to become more of like a thing, and then I was like, oh, okay, I need to actually talk while I do it, not just like write out everything in the description about what I was doing. I need to have a narration, and then, why not put my face on it and stuff like that. So, yeah. But, if you've been following these videos, following all the episodes, you know that I'm tired. I slept 2 hours last night, and I woke up at 7 a.m. It is now midnight. I'll see you guys later. I'm probably going to record another video, though, because I feel like I'm on a roll, but I also feel like I'm getting pretty sleepy. Maybe I should do something else. I have everything else I need to do done. I'm not going to just sit here and talk about that. So, comments. What games do you want to see? How far should I stretch the definition of this channel beyond just farming games? And what topics do you want me to talk about? That's the main one that I need. I need topics, because even if I play just a year of this game, that's 120 different topics to talk about. I feel like I'm already rolling through them and getting close to the end of my list. So let me know. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.